I'm going to be talking to you about my pregnancy and adoption choices. Actually, my pregnancy is a humongous sore spot with me to this day, so I won't be talking about it that much. I was 14 when I had him, so I was a freshman in high school. Well, not when I had him, when I was pregnant. I had him my sophomore year in the summer. And I didn't tell anybody about it. I completely was in denial about it. So if anybody even suggested the idea to me, I completely brushed it off. When I had morning sickness, it was just me not feeling good or having the flu for, 5 months of my life. And I had a teacher in high school that used to make all of these nice, ethnic dishes for his senior students. And so since it was the first hour of the day, these things would always be cooking during my first hour. And so I'm sitting there smelling all of these foods that, should be delicious smelling to somebody, but they had a lot of, pepper or something in them or something that just made them smell very different. And, of course, this made me nauseous, and I just felt god-awful for the rest of the day. And for a while, I thought that was the issue, or that brushing my teeth with toothpaste, because I never liked the taste of mint. I thought that was the issue, and everything else but the actual problem. And I still regret that to this day, because I feel like I never got to know my son. I never got to be happy that this little baby was inside me, or even get to be scared. I was just completely oblivious and just wanted nothing to do with it. My son's father, who was now my ex, was in denial about it as well. He kind of kept pointing out that I was gaining weight, or that I was showing, or that shirt made me look a little pudgy and stuff like that, and I flipped at him. He kept making me feel fat, he kept pointing out that I was showing, and if I wasn't pregnant, that I was just gaining weight, and it just made me feel absolutely horrible about myself. So my self-esteem for my first year of high school was completely, plummeting. And my family didn't suspect a thing. I mean, they did, but they didn't come talk to me, they didn't do anything about it, they just sort of smiled and let it take its course. My dad is very non-confrontational, so even if he did think about it, he just kind of brushed it off, like, nah, she's too smart for that, I don't really want to have that conversation with her, whatever. Guess I wasn't that smart. Well, I got a little beautiful boy out of the deal, but, so I went into labor 2 months early by the doctor's count. I had no prenatal care, did absolutely nothing with that, had no experience with it, I feel horrible about it. I would have loved to see him on the ultrasounds. I think, honestly, I feel like I might have been more attached to the idea of keeping him. And that makes me feel absolutely terrible, but this is adoption truth is. So part of the truth is I might have kept him if I knew that he was with me. But all of a sudden, I was handed this baby, and I was told to go take care of it. I had no time to prepare. I felt like I had failed my entire family. They were all told in an instant as soon as he was there, and it was a humongous scramble. And I did fall in love with him as soon as I saw his heartbeat on the monitor, and that was that, and I thought I was going to keep him anyhow, and after a while, my ex started becoming more and more possessive of me. He wouldn't let me leave the house, even if I were to take the baby with me. He wouldn't leave to go hang out with his friends. He didn't really have any friends anymore, so we were together all the time, to the point where I felt like we were suffocating each other, and it wasn't a good environment at all for the baby. And when I tried breaking up with him, he started threatening suicide and all of those great things that emotionally abusive relationships do. And then on top of that, we were living with my dad and his wife, not my mom. And he was an alcoholic, and right now he's more getting closer to a recovering alcoholic. But back then he was drinking constantly, causing problems between my ex and I, causing problems between my dad and I, and it was just, I didn't want my son around any of that. I felt like my life wasn't going anywhere because I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. I actually, having him made me choose what I wanted to do with my life. I want to be around kids, and I want to be a mom again. That's my ultimate goal. But, and through all of that, I realized that him living in a situation where I don't want to say that he was unwanted, but I mean, like, my family just didn't really want anything to do with him. They were excited, oh, new baby, but they didn't really want to deal with everything that came with it, meaning the issues with me, with my ex, with everything else, and so it was just a horrible, horrible setup for him. And then my ex and I found this family through the adoption agency, and they had never had kids before. They've been together since 8th grade. I've got a lot of this on my normal bio, but they seemed the perfect family that would love to have him. And I felt bad because not only did they miss out on the pregnancy, they also missed out on almost the first year of his life. And so I decided to give them the ebooks that I'd started for him with all the pictures in it. They were all copies because those are mine. And I wanted to catch them up on what they had missed. And I told them that he has very high hospital bills. He was in the NICU after he was born. He was hooked up to feeding tubes. There were nurses taking care of him. I couldn't even hold my son for the first week of his life. Actually, for the first 2 weeks of his life. And so even then, I still didn't feel like his mom. And so they kind of missed out on that too and everything else. And then it turns out that they got to experience that with their little girl. So now my son is the big brother, and things are turning out okay. Thanks for listening, guys. Bye.